Okay. So some would say that this is the end of the year. For me personally, I'm gonna look at it as more of an end to a chapter. So going into 2021, I really thought that this was going to be my year. I had so much ahead of me. I was gonna be turning 18, I was gonna be finishing up my schooling, I was gonna evolve my entire form of content, I was gonna start my brand and business, but so at the end of last year, I wrote down a list of my biggest goals that I wanted to accomplish. Now, I had this taped up on my wall right behind me, right on my desk. It was a reminder every single day, and unfortunately, I've only been able to cross off one thing, and it sucks. The only thing I was able to cross off this entire list was graduate high school. Now, even that was, I don't want to say a close call, with how bad I struggled, is still a very, very huge accomplishment for me. After the train wreck of 2020, I really wanted this year to be my year. I had so many personal goals of mine. I wanted to do so much. I wanted to grow in subscribers and viewers and followers. I wanted to upload weekly. I wanted to grow my business. I wanted to do so much, but I failed. And once again, it does really much suck. Now, something I had mentioned to Litzy the other day was that although it wasn't the best year for either of us, it was a year of evolving. It was a year of education. It was a year of learning. Now, although I lost friends, missed opportunities, I didn't get to complete any of my personal goals, I still learned a lot. I learned a lot about me. I learned a lot about my close friends, my family. I learned a lot about business. I learned a lot more than I did in school. So I mean, that tells you something. So I firstly wanted to give a huge appreciation to everyone who's helped me learn this year. There's so many different names, so many different people that I wanted to personally thank, but this video would be so long, so here's just a list of names right here. But I used everything that I've learned through this entire year, through my entire journey, and I made a new goals list. Now, going into 2021, there was still a lot of speed bumps and road bumps in the way. I was still in school. I had only just graduated halfway through the year. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I had just quit my day job and started working with a friend and built his business and did so much for that, along with interning for companies and interning for businesses and growing my channel, growing my business, growing my photography, growing absolutely everything. Now, although this list seems so much smaller than the last, it has nearly 3 times the amount of goals on it. But as of right now, as of leading into 2022, I have nothing. Now, that might sound bad, but I have nothing in my way. So I could really just focus on me. I could focus on everything about me. Better mentality state, better physical shape, just overall evolving through this entire year. And I know this list seems huge and very, very intimidating for me. I am making a promise, I'm making a word, and to a man, a word is everything. I will cross off every single thing on this list. I promise you that. So to start, I will be bringing back weekly videos. I'll be bringing back Main Video Wednesday hopefully I'll be bringing back my daily Twitch streams, which is something I had so much fun doing, and it's something I grew a huge community with. I'm gonna start a podcast with many possible guests, some of which are already confirmed to be coming on. And overall making this year my year. But before we get into next year, I do want to go over this year. So this is, in fact, my 2021 year in review. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So after just coming out of what I thought was one of the worst years of my life, I wanted to kick it off with a banger. So I hosted my very own online game show with various YouTubers all around the world. My photography career was almost ended by a drifting Jeep. Me and Mr. Where's the Let's Direct publicly came out as not gay, so stop saying we are. I went into detail about the contents of my camera bag, but I wanted to up my game. I kicked off Main Video Wednesday by ranking every single Megamat Studios video. I tested out some viral TikTok life hacks, and shit just didn't go my way.
Is he okay?
I really tested my patience by locking away all technology for 24 hours. I personally interviewed the Litz and Kenny, but they could only say one word. And then, something magical happened. I graduated high school. I busted my ass trying to burn 10,000 calories in just under 24 hours. And boom, right back with Litz, putting out a performance of our lives. Then I unlocked my inner marksman. I continued my weight loss journey by training like ASAP Rocky. Then I started streaming on Twitch every single day. I upped my photography skills by creating this masterpiece. Speaking of photos, I got all your submitted requests and edited out all of your photos. Me and Let's trolled each other and others on Among Us. I let a mystery wheel control my entire life, and then I took over 100,000 steps in 24 hours. And then me and Let's put on the encore of our lives. And here we are at the end of the year, hoping, praying that this year is going to be my year. And I'm feeling. Here's to many more.